Before starting the cybersecurity, let me introduce myself. My name is Anuj Bharadwaj, and I have 13 years of experience in multiple MNCs. I have a specialization in cybersecurity as well as network security, but my background was in the networking, so I'm also a little bit fine in the networking. But that was my past, so can't ignore that one, but could not be so good on that one. So I'm working in one of the company as well as I'm also providing you the trainings. So majority on the cybersecurity feeds, that's on the firewalls, CE, that's a certified ethical hacker. Also in the 5 and 48 firewalls, there are some others like I'm planning, like malware analysis and incident response and all. So that will also be starting very soon. So yes, you will be getting the recording of that one. After this one, this recording I will upload on the my YouTube channel. You can watch it from there, or if you are my in LinkedIn connection, because this is being live, so that will be stored there as well. You can watch from there as well. So and who are like already purchased this course, that will be available in my portal. So that's like cpmsecurity.com. So on all three places, this is first session. In all three places, it will be there. I have also done my advanced certification in cybersecurity and cyber defense from IIT Kanpur. So some of you like uh, knows very well that IIT is one of the reputed institute, and especially from the Kanpur. So that's a good one. So they provide like 6 month certification course. So I have done that one, and that was like jump from the normal network security to the deep cyber security. And after that one, I'm just like feel confidence, and also like whenever I'm doing an investigation or analysis in any of the security incident, I feel confident after that one because I know the overall claims that what's basically happening. And in these upcoming sessions, whatever I teach, I keep on sharing my experience, what I have, also whatever I have learned from this institute. So it's like overall good experience you are going to get it. Whenever you are starting, like if you have a very good organization or you have a very good network, the cyber incidents are like rising day by day. People are trying to escape, try to be safe from it, but obviously it's not easy to stop them because security reconnaissance are rising day by day. If you like go the states, it's like uh, one organization is like in one day they are facing like 300 to 400 reconnaissance. Reconnaissance is basically a hacker or any bad person try to scan their network or try to find the vulnerabilities or weakness that how can they penetrate their network and how can they get inside. So this is like one of the states normally are happening. So these are the states like I'm just taking the generalize. They could not be very one, but if you read any of the articles from the Gartner or Palo Alto or the Fortigate or the CrowdStrike, they're like top vendors. So they also publish their report that how basically the organizations are facing the threat, and accordingly they like organizations follow that one. So whenever you like think, let's suppose you are security person and you're trying to uh, save your network, how basically you are going to do it, right? So before, if you are a security guy and security admin, or you can say the uh, security architect, how you will try to stop that attack, right? So before starting that one, it's like very important that you understand how's your network, how people can get inside, right? So you have to know architecture of your organization. So if I see, like any, let's suppose your home, right? Very first, you have a laptop here, and from your laptop, you are connected to your broadband. You could be your Wi-Fi router, or in fact, you have a PC here, right? That could be connected via LAN cable, but ultimately they are terminating on you. router, could be your mobile phone, and that's connected via the Wi-Fi to your router. And these are doing the NAT and going to the outside world. Obviously, that could be your service provider router, and that will be terminating on the further routers, and they're like going to the ISP network, like totally on the internet. But where it starts your security, do you have any private public IP address? If any hacker wants to reach you back, how can they find you? Do they have your, do you have any public IP address of your laptop or mobile phone? You do not have. You are sharing your public IP address. Multiple users could be sharing your IP address. So if any hacker wants to get onto your laptop, there's not an easy way to get inside to you. Ultimately, you're not unintentionally downloading any malware from any other website. If you are doing the mistake, then only you are doomed. But if you understand the structure of your organization or any of the organization, right? What they are doing, they are having a server, or there could be like multiple PCs connected there, right? Multiple servers. And let's suppose they do not have something, any security device, right? So if you want an access to the internet, how basically you could be landing, like you have a switch, all these PCs will be connecting to that switch. If there is a server, you could be having a separate switch for that one, but they'd also be connected via any switch, right? But for the security or the segregation of the traffic, we deploy a different switch for the servers. And after that one, they could be terminating on any of the routers. It could be the separate router for this, or could be the common router, depending on the organization. And after that one, if you are going to the internet, obviously you need a router from the ISPs, right? And here in the ISP router, where basically the NAT will be happening, or getting your private IP address, whatever is here, and that is getting translated to the public IP, right? So that's how basically the normal architecture you are having. But if any of the guy, let's suppose this is your organization, right? So obviously your organization will be providing some of the services. For example, your organization is apmsecurity.com. So you will be hosting that server somewhere here, any of the server. Now, any internet user that will be coming to the network here, because like you are hosting, you are providing a service here. So now people are coming to your network. I think somebody was requesting some permission. Just a minute. Yeah, sorry. Obviously, like you need to get it back. So once you give a permission to any of the external, they need a public IP address. And now here everything starts. Now, if this is a good guy, like genuine users, that's fine. But obviously, there's the bad actors as well who can try to penetrate your server, which is landing here now because you are having a public IP address and where your website is hosted. Now, because you are a security architect, now it's your responsibility to stop it. How are you going to stop it? Very simple thing. Very first thing, you can deploy a security agent or security services on your server that nobody can hack. Obviously, that's fine. Like you can deploy that one. But in a general scenario, what you want to do, you don't want to get anybody up to your server, right? Let's suppose this is your home. This is your sweet home, and you don't want that any bad guy come to your home. What do? You deploy a fence, right? You deploy a security gate here. He does not reach up to you the main gate of your home. he should cross your fence of your home, this certain territory. So this is like, even if he's a bad guy, he cannot reach up to like wall of your home. He cannot break that one. First, he has to cross this gate, either jump it, either he has to do anything, but he has to cross it first. This like first type of thing, and then only he can reach home. So if you're deploying anything on your home, like your home is locked, main door is locked, before you reach here, I will deploy something in between any of the security device, right? So what he has to do, like any of the bad guy is there, first he has to cross this security device, and that's basically we call it as a firewall. This is your network security. This is networking because you are deploying like routing, switches, and all. And ultimately, the guy has to reach to the end server. And before he reaches, I will try to stop from this device that is known as the firewall. That is basically the network devices, network device. Any question till now?
No, sir.
Awesome. I will just wait for 10 seconds more if you have any. No. Perfect. So if I clear this and jump to the firewall, right? So there are like a number of the vendors who manufacture the firewall, and obviously like everyone is separate from each other. Okay. So obviously you think of that which firewall is best, which one should I buy, or which should I recommend to my organization. Obviously, it's not like your laptop is not personal. You cannot afford to buy a laptop. Sorry, you cannot afford a firewall to deploy for your home. It's like quite costly. But if you feel that your home network is very good and you really want to secure, you can buy a firewall. But really, people don't do that one. Okay. So if you want to recommend a firewall for your organization, which one should you do that one, right? So obviously, the very first thing it comes the criteria, that is the cost. It depends that which of the how much money your organization want to spend on it. But if they are okay, they do not want to compromise on the security, whatever the cost it is. So there are like certain criteria. The Gartner is like one of the recommender. They are like security. We can say the research or the Forecast Institute. They only provide the recommendation and the feedback based on the surveys they do. So what they do, they have found that certain firewalls are like leaders in the market. So one of the firewall is the Palo Alto in the leading section. Third one, sorry, second one right now, that is the Fortinet. We like Fortinet is an organization, and the FortiGate is their product that is known as the firewall. Checkpoint is also still in the leader section. It was used to be at the top before a few years, but right now the because of some performance issues or the little bit uh, like configuration ease, people do not recommend it much, but it's still like Checkpoint is trying well. They are modifying their experience, like configuration experience, so that they can come back. But it's still they are in the leader section, and people like a lot of the deployment of that one. Same time, Cisco Firepower is also in the competition. They were trying almost very close to the leader section, but I think they are in the challenging section. Okay. Cisco Firewall. We also have like Sophos, Versa. We have like Juniper. Yeah, we can't forget, right? Juniper is that SRX, like much more there. I would not like, I cannot take everybody's name. So, but main things are this. So you are like in one of the leader section. We are learning one of the good firewall, which is very essential. So we are fine with that one. Main job of your firewall was to safeguard your parameters, right? But how basically you are going to do it? It just depends on the your skills. If you just buy a firewall, you put it in the between, and you think that okay, everything is done, and now the firewall will be like working very well, is not the case. It's the administrator who can deploy the smart policies, right? So if you are having good skill, you will write good policies to safeguard your environment. Then only you're safe. You just like buy a firewall and deploy in between. It doesn't going to help. And these firewalls, whatever like this Palo Alto 48, these are called as the next generation firewall. I will tell you later that what are the difference between the next gen firewall and the legacy firewalls, but this is the next generation firewall. Okay. So if this is next generation firewall, it also supports some of the features like URL filtering, app ID blocking, right? So antivirus features, sandboxing environment, these features are also available. So it's like getting added advantage with this one. Okay. So this is like very important things regarding the deployment of the firewalls. So if I talk more about that in this course, that what basically we are going to learn, right? So obviously we will be learning the firewall policies. So I'm sure that with this exercise we did before some time, you will be confident enough, and that basically that how the firewall could be deployed and what the firewall is and how it helps to safeguard that one, right? So but still in the upcoming session I will introduce you to as well like more details that how basically the firewall helps and how this is different from the normal switches and the routers. So introduction to the firewall, that will be included. Then once we deploy the firewall policy, then we will also talk about the administration part. So whenever we talk about the administration, so that's like the user management. They create the users, giving them a role that which user can perform which activities. Is he able to create a policy? Does he have to read only access? Does he has the admin access? Which of the features could be provided to that user, could not be? So that's basically the profile based. So that user management, along with that, we will also learn about the firewall upgrade. We call it as the PAN-OS upgrade. So like in the Cisco, we call it as an IOS. Here in the Palo Alto, we call it as a PAN-OS. So how basically, what is the upgrade path? How you can upgrade a firewall, what is the scenarios, how to upgrade whenever the firewall is in the HA condition. So those all the things will be covered with that one. In administration section, if you want to take a backup, revert changes, let's suppose you made any mistake, you want to revert back, restart, shut down. Obviously, these are simple things, but we will see that options at how basically you can do that one. After that, we will take about the NAT. So in the NAT, we will learn about the obvious one, whatever you have learned in the CCNA, static NAT, dynamic NAT, as well as the PAD. I will brief you like you already know it, but I will just repeat those. And after that one, the most important thing, which is not covered in the CCNA, that I will cover here, that is a SNAT and DNAT. Some of you might be knowing this one. So these are like call it as source NAT and the destination NAT, right? So we will explain that what is the source NAT, what is the destination NAT, and what is the purpose of that one. We will learn theory. We will also do the lab of that one, that how we can create the scenarios and deploy the SNAT and the DNAT. After that one, we will learn about the application. What is an application? Application ID, how to create the policies based on the application ID, how to stop it, allow the any certain application. After that one, we will also learn about our URL filtering. These are like next gen features, you can say. In the URL filtering, we also have like antivirus feature. We have like multiple profiles in the firewall. So we'll learn all of the security profiles. So we call it as the security profiles. So we'll try to learn the theoretical session as well as the labs for those. After that one, we will learn some VPN fundamentals. So in the VPN, like we will go too deep in the theory, including some of the basics of the cryptography. And then we will deploy our site-to-site VPN that people also call it as an IPsec. Remote access VPN, I will not be doing. I will just brief you that how basically that can be done. Remote access is like call that people call it as a work from home setup. Okay, so I will not be doing the lab for that one because that because of the certificate and all the complexity is like hard to replicate in the lab environment. So I will tell you the theoretical theory of that one and also tell you that how basically that will be configured, but would not be demonstrating you because of the some limitations. After that one, we will cover it up our HA, most important thing, that is a high availability. Okay, so the two firewalls, how basically the availability we can make using the two redundant firewalls. Those two things we have to make sure. And at the end, I will walk you through the panorama. Obviously, like I will not be going too deep that what the panorama is, but I will tell you that how you can add the firewalls in the panorama and how you can push the policies from the panorama. So obviously I will brief you as well as the what the panorama is and why it is important and how you can use it to move further. Do you have think like any of the things that are missing or you feel that something else should be included? Or this is like very brief. I could be like taking more than that, whatever the content I have, you might have seen on my website. So I'll be covering those. So this was just an overview type of things that what I will be doing. Any questions till now? Yeah. Ajit was saying about the Sonic wall. Yeah, I forgot that. Sony College was also one of the important firewall. Okay. So about the lab, that how basically we'll be doing the lab. So I'd not provide any any lab access and all, rather than I help you to set it up on your machine. Okay. So what we will be doing, we will be setting up using using our VMware. So I'm using VMware. If you want, you can use the virtual box or any other thing. Ultimately, you will be landing on the EVNG. Okay. So how you can access it? Let me show you. And don't worry, I will help you to set it up on your laptop. I will also be providing you the images that how you can set it up on your laptop. So if you watching it the first time, like EVNG, some of you might be knowing, but some of you, it will be new for you. So I will show you how it does it look like. Right. So this is the EVNG, emulated environment. Okay. So if I close this lab and taking any simple one. Okay. So that's how basically you can create your own lab. So you can add the devices here that whatever you want, like any uh, Cisco ASA or iOS, you can connect it somewhere like this from here, right? You can connect to any of the devices, whatever you want. And you can also like watch, create the policy. So I'm just starting my Palo Alto here. It is starting because it takes a little bit time to start it. Okay. So meanwhile, it is starting. I will show you basically that how the firewall Palo Alto looks like and how you can do the things and little bit brief about that one. So I will talk about the costing of this one. Okay. That how much the charges will be there for this one. So this very first thing, this is going to be like weekend classes. Timing will be 7:30 to 9 p.m. IST. And this is going to be around 30 hours content, which will be covered in almost 10 weeks. So looking onto that 10 weeks, it will last around, I hope that is 2 months or something, because in between, because it's 10 weeks. So sometimes I like busy or that not take 1 or 2 classes in between. So maybe like 1 or 2 weeks up and down. Okay. So that's how it is going to be. And the content I have already discussed, and the pricing will be like if you pay in the INR, that will be like in the 59997. And if you pay in the dollars, that is going to be $100. That's the costing right now. Whenever I was starting in New Year, I gave a 10% discount as well. So some of you were smart enough and achieved it, but that was like valid uh, till 3rd January. I'm not sure because I forgot to mention that one on the email whenever I sent it. So some of you might be trying on like 4th or 5th, and you could be thinking that discount is not working. So sorry for that one because I forgot to mention that that is only valid for the 3rd Jan. So in addition to that one, that's why what I will do, I will give you today as well, during till that class is still available. Okay. Till 30 minutes more. Okay. Till that class timings, I will give you valid that 10% discount once again. So I will give you the link. Meanwhile, I will show you. You can try to enroll that one. I'll try to avail this 10% discount once again. Okay. So the link for the class, very first thing I will give you right now. so that you can try that. And don't make the payment right now because it will be like without discount. So I'll be just giving you the discount code very soon. I'm just giving you the raw that the original cost that is 5997 or the $100. Okay, so after that one, I will also post on my create the discount code. Just a minute, huh? And me check my Palo Alto has it started or oh it is started. Okay, let me finish that one. Then I will come back to my Palo Alto.
Hi, Anuj sir.
Mhm.
This session is end.
No, I will just show you that how basically the Palo Alto looks like. My firewall is taking time. So it is usually takes like not only in the lab, it's like take usually. So even if I give the pass, Mhm.
Yeah, hello Anu sir. I have some few concern about certificate. So
Yep, please.
after complete this session or after this complete this course, we will get the certificate or
Yeah, you will get it. Yeah, I will
from
provide.
your side.
Yeah, from my side. Yeah.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
So yeah, guys. So meanwhile, I'm just working on that. If you have any questions, you can ask.
Hello? Hello?
Yeah, please.
Hey, Anuj, how you doing?
Yeah, good, good.
Okay. I had a small question. So, like, I've been working as a network engineer for like 3 years now, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like, my experience here is basically it's just not really network engineering. I would say it's just like I work for Comcast. What we do is we install like images on different Cisco products and Juniper products, right? That's all basically scripted. And
Mm-hmm.
I had my CCNA, it expired, right? And I want to get into the Palo, like a security side. Taking
Mm-hmm.
this course, would that help me much or?
Yeah, it is going to be because very first thing like requirement of this course is you should be having some networking background, so you already have it.
Mm-hmm.
And another thing like how you are going to like use it in the security field. So it's like I will also recommend for the guys who jump onto
Hello.
cybersecurity without
Hello.
knowing the networking. Yeah,
Hello.
yeah. Let me finish it, and then I will take your question. Yeah. So like it is very important that you like learn some of the networking and then you learn the network security and then you move on to like other security fields like incident handling or malware analysis or sandbox environment or GRC or like different cybersecurity fields are there. So if you are good in the firewalls, it's like giving you the boost in your career, especially if you want to jump in the security field.
Okay. And what extent do you have like networking rights? I have the CCNA certification, but it's been 3 years, and pretty much once you don't apply, we kind of forget, right? So I think I would still have to revisit the CC. Better to get the CCNA certification again, or what
Oh,
would
and
you
it's not.
recommend?
It's not required.
Required, right? Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah. Somebody else was asking some question. Yeah. Somebody's asking some question. I heard in between.
Hello.
Yep.
Actually, so you can cover all Palo Alto topics in this era?
Yes, I have mentioned before of some time that what are the uh, like content I'm going to cover. But if you still missed it, I have just posted a link on the Zoom chat. You can go to there. All like topics I have mentioned there. That what I'm going to cover. Uh, do you have the link?
Um,
That should be on the Zoom chat.
Miss, actually, I'm literally
Mhm,
asking for that because
mhm. Yeah,
no,
please. Yeah, go ahead.
no, you can send the chat. So you can send the chat box.
Yeah, just sent you on the chat box. You see it, right? Link, any link, or you don't see that
No, no, no,
on
no,
there?
I don't see.
Okay, let me do it again. Yeah, Pratim was saying something. You can speak. Yeah, I just posted the link once again.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I see the link.
Okay, awesome, awesome.
Hello.
Yep, please.
Yeah, I can see the link.
Awesome. You can use the code LifeChain. I just posted here once again in the chat. You can use that will basically apply you a 10% discount, and that's valid for 20 minutes, I think. 20 minutes more. Okay, you can use this code, and that will give you 10% discount.
Please
Okay,
valid at least 1 hour, sir. Hello.
1 hour. Okay, okay. I'll just
Yeah. Because actually I forgot my wallet, so that's why. So
okay. I will just message me on the WhatsApp. I will just enable it once again. Okay.
sure, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. All right. So let's come back to our discussion. Yeah. Before that, I will just write it here. Okay. So you can use this code live 10 that will give you 10% discount, and that's valid for like more 19 minutes. And after that one, it will not be valid, and you can still like use the complete amount 5997 or the $100 to make a payment. That will work, but not the discount. Okay. All right. So coming back to my discussion, what I was talking about, we have the firewall live. Okay. Yeah. Awesome. So this is like the CLI of your firewall and how you can access it. That firewall, you can like I usually use this IP to access. Whenever you are configuring your firewall, you will assign a IP address according to your requirement, and that's how basically you can access it. Okay, so I will use the same IP address. And whoever wants to connect me on WhatsApp, this is my contact number. I will just write it once again here. And that's also available on my website. Okay. note it down before the class over, and then you keep on finding my number. So that's how your firewall look like. If you have already worked, that's fine. If not, this could be the boom for you. That's how basically your firewall like. All right. So you see that the different sections here, like you, this is the dashboard. Here you can see the different things here. Let me remove this dashboard. This is unnecessary. Okay, let me close it from, yeah. So you can see that this is what is the device name. So usually we give some, is it need to activate the license here? Okay, so license right now is there's no license on this firewall, and you can still use all the of the features. So license is like really uh, very costly. So if I take the license here, your cost, whatever you are paying, like nominal one, it will be double or triple of that one. Okay, so that's why. But most of the features you can use it here, except that URL filtering. Like you can do all the configuration, but only thing it will not be working. So only this thing would not be working. Like still you will be doing the all the configuration, and also some other features. I think most of them other works. I will have to look at what others like not work. Okay, but usually except that everything is working. You can configure all the things on this firewall, and you can practice according to your requirement. This is, you can see it here, your management IP. Okay, and IPv6 IP, you can see it here, your MAC address. So this is like virtual model, but in case you have like any other model, for example, any other model like 820, 850, 5520, right? So whatever the model it will be, or any 3350, whatever model it will be showing here. That is the hardware model. So these are the hardware model. We can buy it. So in upcoming classes, we'll be seeing all these, the GUI, like how basically the difference or the why these models can be used. These are CPU ID and UUID. UUID basically named as the unique UI, identifier. Okay. How many cores we are having. So this is basically on the virtual machine. So this is the virtual machine. So that's why the cores and memory is very important. This is like 4 GB memory, right? 40314. License right now, it's not there. Mode is KVM and the software version is 10.10. So this is basically, we call it as the PAN OS. Okay. So we will, sometimes we need an up, sometimes we need down 9.0. Right now, the release we have, the Palo Alto has released 11.0 and 11.1 as well, but they are still like in the testing phase. Like most of the organizations are not still migrated to the 11. They are still using 10 because of the stability. Organization are happy to keep in the N-1 rather than going to the N and find some vulnerabilities and bugs and then doomed with that one. Okay. You can also see that application and threat versions. So after certain periods, the Palo Alto releases the signature database or updated version of that one. So it has to be the connectivity with the Palo Alto uh, web servers, and they from there it gets an auto update. So both the options are available. Either you can go for the auto update, or you can manually install as per your requirement. So both the configuration we will see in the upcoming session, that how basically you can enable that one. Okay. And another thing, like you can also see it here that who is logged on. This like type of you the the quick update type of things. Whoever the config logs has taken, you can see it here. System logs, you can view it here, and you can also see that what is the system resources, how much management CPU utilized, how much session counts are there, what is the CPU uses, and all. We can see the traffic here that which of the traffic getting dropped are allowed based on the policies you have configured, right? So these are normal traffic, all everything is seen here. What are the threats? What are the URL filtering? What are the wildfire submissions? Everything you can see it. What are the system logs? You can see it here, right? You can do the packet capture from here. You can also get some report. So a lot of things are here. We will be seeing some of them like as per our lab, whatever we'll be doing. You can configure the policies here, your normal security policy, NAT, decryption policies, right? So we can configure all those things. Objects, we can create a different type of objects like address objects, addresses groups, reasons, dynamic user groups, application groups, right? So we can also configure our global protect, that is a remote access VPN. There are different security profiles that I was talking about. So like antivirus, anti-spyware, vulnerability protection, URL filtering, file blocking, previous protection, right? And in the network section, most of the things are related to the networking. So like what are the interface configuration? What are the interface available? Normal interface, VLAN interface, tunnel, SD-WAN and all. So we'll not be covering like SD-WAN. Don't think that I will explain you everything on the SD-WAN, right? So basic things, this like Ethernet, the tunnel, VLAN, that will be covering it up here. Okay, so the configuration is already done. That we will cover it up. How to create zones, what are the zones, why we need the zones, VLANs, what is virtual wire, virtual router. Whenever you are in the virtual routers, you are also having the option of the different routing protocols configuration like static routes, RIP, OSPF. So that will also be looking onto it. Obviously, don't think that I will be covering an OSPF now or the BGP. Obviously, I will show you that how to configure, but the theory of that one, that is basically the part of your CCNP or CCNA. So you have to go for that one more details over there, right? How your DHCP is going to work, IPsec tunnels. So obviously, we will be going to create an IPsec tunnels, and we'll see that how we can configure that one. And then some of the device settings we'll be doing, right? So like management operations interfaces, what are the management interfaces? So these things, high availability, which are the administrators of your firewall, right? And authentication profiles, we can create certificate. There are different server profiles where you can like integrate the outside servers to your fire, firewall. It's basically configuration of the credentials, right? If you, let's suppose you connect to your LDAP server here or a TechAX server or ADS servers. So these are basically done for the authentication. You want to authenticate any user coming to your firewall through the any of the LDAP server. So we'll be covering up that in the detail. Yeah, if you don't know the LDAP or radius, it will be hard for you to understand right now, but I'll be explaining you in the detail that what are those. Obviously, I will not be showing you the configuration or like totally building of the LDAP server or any of the radius server, but how we can deploy it on the Palo Alto firewall and why we need it and what is the benefit of that one. That will be covering, right? So these are the local users. We'll take some of the examples to create the users and then we will see it here. Any questions?
Yeah, hi, Anuj. So,
Yeah.
what about lab? Whatever you will teach us in class, so will we
Mhm.
help in to do in the lab like we do
Uh,
on our system, but to install the lab and create labs and scenario. So will you
Mhm.
help with that?
Yeah, like let's suppose you try to set up a lab and
Yeah.
any of the feature is not working, right? We
Mhm.
can you can share a screen during the classes, or we'll take 20 minutes, and then we will try to fix that why it is not working or what's the issues. You can ask the questions during the initial or end of the class. That will be doing that one.
Yes, so that's what my problem. Actually, I didn't work on that EVNG. I mean, on the lab side, I
Mhm.
didn't work with that. Very new with this. So, apart from theory and all concepts, if we help with the lab, so that will be easy for us to understand the concept. Or
Yep, yep.
going further, if we get job to work on the Palo Alto, so
Mhm.
that will be easier for us.
Correct. Yep. Yep. I will be. In fact, like I still, some of like my old students call that, sir, I'm stuck in here in this one. What can I do? So I used to help. Like as I get that free time, I used to reply back them. So you have my contact number. Even like during the weekdays, also, if you have any question, you can drop me on the WhatsApp. As I am getting free, I'll reply you back every
So
day.
actually, my main purpose of this to join this class to
Mhm.
learn Palo Alto. So I'm working in networking field, like
Mhm.
network data. So I
Mhm.
worked on the some routing switching done Meraki. I have worked on that, some of the
Mhm.
LB parts. So, but right now in my job from last 2 years, I'm working on the DNS part. So lots
Okay.
of things I mean I'm
Mhm.
not able to work from the last 2 years, so forgot some concepts or so this is something new for me. I'm in the network security team, but working on the DNS security part only, not on the
Okay.
firewalls.
Okay.
Didn't able
Mhm.
to get a job to work on this, but I want to move into that, so that's why I'm joining this. So
Perfect.
when I will be able to work on the Palo Alto, I mean I will be confident, then I can get project on Palo Alto, and they're not.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. Definitely. In fact, like I was also like that one. Like I used to work in the different technology side before 6 or 7 years, and then slowly I learned the Palo Alto, then got the projects, and then learned it. Now I'm just with you teaching it, right? So
Yeah,
different
thank
journey.
you. Yeah.
Hey, I had a small hello.
Yep.
Yeah, similar questions to the same as what Shrish was saying. So will there
Mhm.
be like a WhatsApp group with everyone that's enrolled in the class? So like,
Yep. Yep. I will
okay,
create it.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, so that means we could exchange ideas of each other. All right, cool.
Exactly. Exactly. And in fact, that helps each other as well. Let's suppose
Yeah,
I'm not available, and you are helping each other
someone
and
else
to
could.
fix that. Yeah. Correct.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
So how
So
can we do? Is there any
Mhm.
link to do payment?
Yes. I will post it once again. I think I already
Okay.
posted it. So
Uh,
I will just do it once again for you. So this is like the link, and also you have like use the coupon code live10 that will give you the 10% discount. That's valid for 5 minutes. I think I posted only to the Vijay. Okay, so let me change it to.
so where? Yeah,
Sorry, I only went to one guy. Sorry, guys.
yeah.
Live10. So this is the link.
Okay.
Everybody sees it, right?
Coupon. Live 10.
Yeah. I think we are still in the class. Let me increase it for the 10 minutes more so that like people can complete it by 8:40. I will just increase 10 minutes more for this. You can go.
Okay, I did payment
Yeah, I see it. Yeah.
from says I did payment.
Yeah. So you might be seeing the code under, you can see this course under the course section, and everything you will be seeing that all the recordings will be available under the courses section. Okay.
This SAPM security.
Uh, and yeah, once you log in, once you log in this,
Yes, I can see
learn.
that Palo Alto Firewall January 25.
Correct.
And
Yeah. So under that, you will be getting this recording. Yeah. So whoever like has made the payment, the same thing for everybody. Like under the courses section, you will be seeing the content, what are the recordings will be available, and whoever like wants to like still not done the payments or like only joined the for this first time, they can view it either on the LinkedIn or on the YouTube. This recording will be available there. Yeah, but the 10% discount will not be available if you uh, enroll later on. This is only for 20 minutes. Sorry, 10 minutes more. In fact, 12. Anyone else has any question regarding Palo Alto carriers or anything you can discuss?
so, actually, I'm also learning cloud.
Mhm.
So I think that will help me further working on the firewall and also know cloud. So maybe get a.
Sometimes like it because there are like people trying to deploy the firewalls in the cloud. So in that case, like you can deploy it. Like you need not a cloud guy, because let's suppose I am not so good on the cloud. I know basics. So, but
Mm,
still, like let's suppose I was recently working in one of the project where we deployed like 4 firewalls in the AWS and 4 in the Azure. So I was quite comfortable going to the marketplace, installing a firewall, creating a VPCs, creating the networks, and then do the routings. I was okay with that one, but there was a guy from the cloud, and he was quite good in the Terraform. He wrote a script in the Terraform, and he just executed, and everything was done in the one go. Right. So,
yeah.
so there are different ways of doing it. And if I would have been like, I will take like 3 or 4 days to do the same things, and he did in like 30 minutes, I think, and everything was done. So, so it's good. Whenever you know like anything more, it's quite good.
Your firewall is different. Like there is a
Yeah,
security firewall
correct.
are also available on cloud like
Azure,
AWS,
yes. That's like basically the firewall from the Azure. Okay,
Azure.
so
Yeah.
Azure, like, but that's like very costly. If you go for the cost of that one, it's like quite high rather than the license cost of any the Palo Alto. Also, that like is like ease of convenience. Let's suppose your organizations having like good persons in the Palo Alto firewall, so they like quite comfortable with that one. If you take the Azure, you need to provide an access of the Azure firewall. Then how comfortable they will be, you have to provide the training for that one rather than deploy Palo Alto firewall on the cloud. Now your same team is having the access, and they will be playing with that one. Yep.
So I'm also learning the basic. I've started from basic only 900 and
Mm.
104. That's a demand from my organization. Like
Okay.
they are saying us to learn new technology like cloud or Palo Alto or Zscaler. I mean, there
Mm.
are different type of demand like from the client. When changing
Correct.
the client, when I'm one project is gone and second in the new project, the client have a different requirements. So they are saying like rescale yourself. I mean, upskill yourself from different technologies so that they can deploy us in the different projects.
Mhm. Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Sir, I have one question.
Yeah.
Like the all the firewall configurations would be same, right? Because at Wipro we are using 40 and sometimes I am struck because I don't have much knowledge. So when I'm going to deploy, then every time I have stuck.
Mhm.
So is the same policy, right?
No, actually, the GUI of the FortiGate and the Palo Alto and for any other vendor will be totally different. So the concept will be like how to block and allow, like allow or deny, that will be everywhere, right? But how to configure
Okay.
that, for example, you will not see the policy section here, right? In policy sections, security policy and NAT policy, they are two different sections in the Palo Alto. While in the FortiGate, they're like in the same section. You can do both of the things. So,
Yeah.
uh, so that's like totally like different. So you can work, but it needs a little bit hard work to go from one to another one. But yeah, it becomes easy because you know one of the firewall, you know the ways of working. So it's easy for you, but obviously like the GUI is totally different. So you have to learn or like you explore by yourself by doing that one. You have to do the hard work for that one. It's not easy that you learned one of them, so you can also do the second one easily. You can do. It's not like that you cannot do, but yeah, not easy.
Yeah, but if I if I have any questions, so I will ask here because
Yeah,
at
yeah.
the organization
I'm happy
I
to help. Yeah.
haven't asked to anyone. Yeah.
It's like my nature that whenever I take any question, I try to help the guys. I will help you for that as well.
No, thank you, sir.
So I think Vijay, you tried for the payment, but it has failed. You can try once again. Any other questions? I'm still with you for 7 minutes more. Till that, you'll also be having that coupon. Can we give me the option to speak? Nothing showing here. Okay. So Sujit, you can,
Sir, what is the code?
yeah, live 10, LIVE 10.
Okay, so okay, got it, got it.
I think Sujit wants to join the Zoom link. So I have just posted the link. You can join through that link. So this is my website. This is the like old one, and you can get my contact number as well here available. But right now I have just migrated from this fresh developer to CPM security because of this platform, the course content. So I'm using there. Okay. So you can also like watch some of my videos on the YouTube, like related to FortiGate, Checkpoint, and Palo Alto and F5. CCNA videos are also available. You can like, they help you. For example, you want to go for the CCNA, like multiple videos are available. These are all of the YouTube links. Okay, so you can click any of them, and that will redirect you to the YouTube.
Hi, sir.
Okay.
Paid, sir. Hello. Sir, this is Vijay. Hello.
Yeah. Hi, Vijay. Yeah.
Hi, sir. I paid.
You did it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
See it
I
now. Yeah.
did it, sir.
It is. Yeah. It is. And yeah.
And I just paid the payment as well.
Yeah. You're Siva, right?
Near. Yes, yes,
Yeah.
near
Yeah.
Siva.
Yeah. 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 Read your correct. Right. So if you have any other question, you can ask, else we will close in 3 minutes.
So every Sunday we class, right?
That's like good question. I have to change the timing. So the pre-class I usually have for 1 hour every